I had like a hit of like, oh wait, my mic's on. So hello everyone. So I had a few days ago around a good few hundred people actually watch me, which encouraged me to do another live stream. Yeah, this time on Ark Survival Ascended Astreos. Now this isn't my actual thing where I have like everything. This is not official. This is all modded and unofficial. But I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be a bit harder than you think. Um, real quick, I do need to check the rates. Hold on. So I will be pausing the stream. Okay, so is it just me, or does maturation speed not appear here? Cause I'm in. So I even had to look this up. It says an Ark Survival Ascended, Dino Raising Speed, also known as Maturation Speed, is found within the game settings, specifically in the world under game rules, and it's not here. I've looked under everything and I'm not finding it. I've scrolled, I've looked through miscellaneous. This doesn't even need to be a thing. XP multipliers. Everything's times 2. I'm just also doing this to show y'all that I'm not like doing this OP. Everything is just mostly times 2. The only thing that needed to be sped up was taming and raising, because I'm not sitting on an unofficial arc for days at a time to raise a single giga when I could be doing that on official instead and actually making actual progress. But look, players, nothing's different there. Tame Dino, that's per level. Wild Dino. But, yeah, I've pretty much got it pretty balanced. Crop growth, 6%. Egg hatch speed, debuff, okay. That was a lie. Someone said game rules. Okay, I see it now. It's way over here. Mature speed, I have it at 10. So it's still not that bad. I'm gonna have to turn this up. Turn that up to 6. I don't want to get like one imprint on a giga, and that's about it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is actually my usual build for the guy. Eyes. My eyes are nice light blue. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and, let's see here. Thank you, Kirkland, for the sourest freaking drink I've ever tasted. Oh, no, I meant to spawn somewhere else. I wanted to spawn in the new area. I'm just gonna rip out my implant real quick, guys. If you guys do not mind. Just gonna have to wait. Okay, time to do it the new fashioned way, the better way. The better way of just dying. Okay, I want to spawn in the newer area for a few reasons. One, because I haven't even explored it all. Two, I know for a fact it is harder. So much colder. There's like alpha mammoths and stuff like that. 3, I want it to be hard, but not this area hard. No. says it's easy, but it's like the swamplands over here. You don't want to spawn over here. It's a lie. It's a trick. Okay. That's alright, guys. I got the thing so I can cheat Ark. Screw you guys. Honestly, they made that a little bit too tough. Like, on literally like level 6, it gets way too tough. I'm gonna have to say that now. It's like, it goes from, oh, just go walk a few meters to, now you need to go tame a Giga! I'm like, no! Why would I... Why? Why would I need to do that as a mission? Alright, so Harvest Yield is at ×3, because I'm not doing this at ×2. I just heard a vibration. Like a humming sound. Thought it was like a drop coming in right next to me. Like, oh my god! Where'd you come from? Okay, so we're getting somewhere already. So, I will say this, so the mods, if you are interested in doing any of these mods, and getting any of these mods, the ones I have installed are, so this is just in case if you are interested in getting any of them. The ones I currently have installed are let me see. So I did have another Aussie Dino, but I got rid of it because of just how bad it was. It was just that bad to the point it's like, no. Because it looks amazing. It's incredibly hard to kill when you're playing it just all alone and all by yourself and stuff like that. But when you're actually playing with them, they suck. They do like no damage and they can't take a single hit. They're like smaller gigas. So what I've currently got installed is I have Aussie Diamantosaurus, Archeditions Brachiosaurus, Creature Compendium Barzavolia. Love that mod. Additions Ascended, Acrocanthosaurus, Titan Premium. I know, Premium, but I just wanted to have some fun with this. Archeditions Edmontius. Why do I have the Summer Bash mod equipped? Yeah, whatever. Take it off later. Archetypes, Draconerex, Big Al's Wax Spinosaurus, WAK Spinosaurus, not, so yeah, it is just WAK Spinosaurus, it's actually one of the bigger ones I was introduced recently. Aussie Editions Mutasaurus. Love the Mutasaurus. Okay. So for those who do not know, basically, I got a bunch of friendly creatures, but also a few mean ones. Very mean and very big ones. They're not gonna be happy with me. They're going to want to rip me to shreds. So, obviously, out here, it seems pretty safe. This is just the beach of the island. But this island is like the size of the island, like the map of the island. This island is around the size of that map entirely. So this is going to take me a long time, but it's super unsafe because literally I know this for a fact. Like, let me show you guys real quick. I don't know why it's showing my last death over there. So literally right over there is death. RGs, dire wolves, everything's over there that wants to kill you. Over in that direction. And scorpions. Up there, scorpions, dire wolves, rexes, carnos. Up there in that area, It's just ice sheets for miles. From what I can remember. Either that or it's just a bunch of redwoods. Either way, I'm not messing with that. Dodo's perfect. I need hide. I've been seeing a bunch of those AI edits of this game, and those are actually hilarious. Because that's so what it's like playing in this game, despite the fact that it's AI. So they did a really good job with that because that was actually funny. Like, let me think. How do I put this? So there's an AI edit that literally goes, when being incited in Ark. For those who don't know what that is for people who haven't bought it, or for Ark, or for non-Ark Ascended players. This is a skill tree. For those who don't know what's going on, they added a skill tree to Ark Survival Ascended, and it's one of the few things that you can now do. Loot 10 supply crates, easy to do. But yeah, I gotta loot I gotta loot 10 supply crates. Harvest 25 raw fish meat. That's probably gonna be the easiest. Harvest 1,000 fiber. Though this one I might actually do because this one's gonna be a little tougher considering I gotta go find supply crates. And then tame 3 creatures. I'm not gonna be able to do that at all. Loot 1 beaver dam. I actually know where a lot of beaver dams are. Not gonna be happy with me, but I'm gonna go there. Of course, I could always use the parasaur for that. Those are all kind of sucky ones, to be honest. They all kind of suck. I can't fix that, though. Like, you can't switch them out. They really need to make an option so that you can switch it out, though. I need to start setting up something for night, because if I don't set something up for night, I'm gonna freeze to death. Because for those who don't know, this is like Fjordor, and if you don't have the right amount of stuff, immediately you're gonna die fast. I at least need to get some cloth. I'm somewhat glad. Oh, I'm actually really glad this isn't like Ark, where all the hostile dinos come out at night. But I'm also no, this is Ark. Wait, I'm glad this isn't like Minecraft, where all the hostile things only come out at night. So I'm prepping for pretty much nothing. What I'm really prepping for is the cold of this game. This game gets really cold at night. For those who don't know. Minecrafters, if you are a Minecrafter only and you're just here to see what Ark really has in store, I would say this to you, Ark, you ain't ready for it until you've played it for as long as I have. It is so much harder than Minecraft. I know a lot of main Minecrafters would probably disagree with me there. But literally you have to download mods to make it even close to how hard Ark is. And you still can't get it as hard as Ark. Because you are safe in nothing in this game. There is always a way to break something. You build a base out of tech, which is the highest possible tier you can build out of. See, immediately, the second I put on some clothes, it starts to get cold. Like I said, but the second you start building out of tech, then you might be fine for anything. When you're building out of metal, there are still quite a few things that can break that. But when you build out of tech, as long as you're not living in the wasteland on... Actually, no, never mind. Because on Extinction, that doesn't matter. Let me set up a real quick hobo home. For those who don't know what a hobo home is, pretty much it's a little thing I like to say for whenever someone doesn't have a way to build a base or doesn't want to build a base yet. I want to find a really high place to build a base, and I want to build what I like to call ranger towers. You've actually seen me build them you've actually seen me have them on official a few times. I wanted to be a park ranger for so bad, but after the government defunding, if I be a park ranger, man, it'd be so low pay I wouldn't even want to do it. See, second I step away from this campfire, I'm dead. Let me show you. So, Yes, in Ark, there is temperature. So for those who don't know, temperature is very dangerous in Ark. Considering the second I step away from that, even notice I've got clothing on that'll keep me warm. Oh, I seem to be fine right now. Right now. But it is currently 5 degrees Celsius, which for those who don't know is really, really cold. You see, I'm gonna probably have to change it to Fahrenheit for my let me see. So this is for those who are on who live with Fahrenheit. You know, I can actually just search it up in real life. Give me a second. If I didn't build this armor, I'd definitely be dead. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm freezing to death. You see, and that's why you got. Oh shoot! It's killing me fast. That's why you got to get ready immediately in this game. Because if you don't have a way to get food immediately, if you don't kill those first 5 dodos you find on the beach, you're dead within minutes in the night. If you don't have that wood that you gathered to build for that campfire, you're dead within minutes. Unlike in Minecraft, most mods slowly build up to it. Ark is like, no. You are dying tonight. You are dying tonight. In Minecraft, build a nice wall. Have yourself some peace. Enjoy your life. In Minecraft, it's rock music all the time. Not like on day 80 when it starts to finally actually amp up in Minecraft. The reason why I'm saying that is because I've been watching a lot of Vivily and he acts like it's the hardest thing. And then you've got this game. Like, come on, they don't even come close. I want him to try playing this game. And then he suffers from several aneurysms trying to figure out this game. Especially on keyboard. Keyboard is impossible for me to play on. I played this game on so long on this. When I tried to play the Ark Survival Evolved on PC, I was struggling so bad. Oh my god. One second, everyone. I'm getting my stream up. Now, I do apologize for like the first 5 minutes of me pretty much doing nothing in the stream. I really do apologize. So, this isn't just for me streaming. This isn't just for streaming purposes. This is also for possible world purposes because I'm thinking of opening up a server. This has nothing to do with the fact that I got like 200 viewers last time. This has nothing to do with that. It's actually for my friends. Because a lot of my friends actually play this game and are like, I'd love it if you could open up a world. I'd love it, I'd love it, I'd love it. You know, stuff like that. Now, I am going to tell you all the rules, and I want y'all to say if it sounds fair or not. So, the rules of this world are pretty much everybody gets designated biomes. There's going to be a lot of people, but you like choose a biome you want to be a part of, and admin will teleport you to it. or will drag you to it or fly you to it. You'll get one set of armor for that specific biome, and then set on your way. And if that biome has no armor, you'll be given hide. You'll be given a small set of stone tools, and a torch, and, you know, stuff for survival equipment, and some food. Because some of the environments that some people may choose are going to be extremely hostile, and they will also get one pet, one immediate creature that they only get one, and it's also biome specific as well, or they can choose a raptor, pretty much. But pretty much like the swamps, they'll get like a capro to escape everything that's dangerous. But the thing is, the capro is not really a fighting mount. I'm sure your character begs to differ, but unfortunately, the laws of Ark beg to differ as well, because our characters are weak compared to dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm sure the level 150 raptor would beg to differ with that pokey stick you poked it with and killed it. Hold on. I'm getting a message. Somebody is starting. I'm starting to have a party chat with someone. Hey, just saying. What's going on? I see. You just woke up. And their mic goes out. Oh, it's back. I wasn't paying attention to my screen. Well, that's the end of this series, everybody. I died. Goodbye. I'm joking. That was one of the fastest deaths I've had in any of these things that I've done. Okay, that's something that's gonna get very annoying, is whenever you respawn, that happens. Anyways, let me explain to you what just happened. So, real quick. So, this is to my friend, who I'm in a party chat with. Y'all can't hear them. I'm streaming, by the way. Pretty much, I just got mauled by 2 raptors while starting up a share screen on PlayStation. So I gotta get back to my stuff, hopefully not dying in the process, or it might just be better to restart and get weapons and stuff actually this time. Can I get a stone or something? Alright, you go do that on Warframe. I hope that next time I get on Warframe and I start live streaming, I hope to actually get a lot of viewers like I did last time. I got 200 people at least that paid attention and actually saw my stream and at least looked at it. I'm fine if, like, most of them were just playing me in the background, not paying attention or anything like that. But I noticed that I actually had a few people actually talking to me. Like, in the live chat, we actually had a few people talking, which does make me a bit happy to see. People are actually willing to interact with me. So yes, it is that mod that I was talking about. I had to that mod had to be disabled to fix everything. Yeah, it breaks a lot of things. I couldn't access a lot of my stuff from like tall tales and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm on my way back. Yeah, that's for those who don't know, we found a mod. I'm not gonna say which mod because it's a little stupid. This mod kind of sucks now. Yeah, it breaks the game. So I'm not gonna say which mod, so I'm gonna go support it. But it was a mod that was like, hey, yeah, we're gonna give you this cool thing, but in return, we're taking away all the Ark Ascended Edition's creatures, saddles, all of them that haven't been just modded into the game for me, and good luck. But that was one of the fastest deaths I've ever had in this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that was like 10 minutes, and I died. Now, back to what I was doing. Gotta get back to my stuff so I can get it before it despawns. Hopefully I can kill those raptors this time. Ooga booga. Ooga booga. Now, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like for whenever I'm using a spear, I don't know why, but I feel like I'd want to be wearing hide gloves. For some reason. I just wouldn't want to be wearing the freaking cloth gloves. For some reason, my mind is telling me hide gloves. So I have to wear hide gloves whenever I'm using a spear. Otherwise, for some reason, my mind says no. You're not doing that. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my armor now. Because I can. Upgrade just a bit. At least get me some pants and a hat. You know. Raptors, I'm gonna kill you! Okay. So, raising speed is at 10. Okay, so if I can kill them and they have a baby, woo! Oh dear God, that would have sucked if I went to go fight the raptors with that spear. Is my stuff there? Are the raptors gone, or have they moved on? I sure hope they've moved on. If not, I'm probably screwed. They have. No, they haven't. No, no, no. Ah, not again. No wonder why. They're level 133. Forget the loot. I'm starting off new. Forget that loot. We're not going after that again. I'm level 16 and I'm not using cheats. So at level 16 there's 2 of them. With the pack bonus, without any materials but a spear. Without pumping your melee only. No, you couldn't. Not without a structure or a high rock, which they can now climb. Or a bow. I'm not underestimating your power. I know how strong an art character is. They're pretty weak. Why do you think we have to tame dinos to get anywhere? and without making it so your world can be pretty much a one punch for everything. I gotta build a bola if I want to go get my stuff back, so no thanks. I'd love to go get my stuff back because I actually had some okay things. Like, come on. Come on, Ark. I'm sorry, Dodo. I saw you had children, but I need your hide. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to know what it's like to be in one of the warframes when they actually die. When you don't know you're able to leave the warframe. Because that, considering that it shows a lot that happens. But whenever Tenno are able to leave their warframe, they're pretty much indestructible. I just realized that. Because think about it. Before you're able to leave your warframe, your character thinks they are the warframe. They think they are the warframe. They think warframe is Tenno. But the thing is, what was that? But the main issue with that belief standing is the fact that if you believe that's how it works, kind of screwing yourself there. Because that's not how it works. If you haven't gotten that far in the story mode, I'm sorry, you gotta get farther. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna spoil what happens too far. All I'm gonna say is that you can eventually leave your warframe. Most people learn that by like their 20th mission. By all the people they're watching leave. Let's see, go solo. And then that's a different story. But pretty much, the reason why I'm questioning, like, how you would go about that is because in certain scenes, like in the new Warframe updates, I'm sorry for those who haven't gotten to the Jupiter Junction yet, but there's a new update for the Jupiter Junction that came out a little more recently. Pretty much for the Jupiter Junction now, you can actually see a cutscene when you unlock it of the guy called Alad, one of the like lead people of the Corpus, cutting up warframes. The thing is, it's like horrendous to see too, if you were to think about it, because considering these people think they are these things, and then you literally see him cut apart. I think it is like an Excalibur into 6 different parts. And then you see him about to do it with what's her face? With Valkyr. Which makes me wonder, what in the world are these people thinking when this person's literally about to cut him up. Like, I'm about to die. I'm literally about to die. Lotus is horrible for letting us think that. Not to mention, by technicality, in Warframe standards, we are children. I just realized I built 2 pairs of gloves for no reason. Why? Lotus, why? Lotus is a menace. Pazul asks for forgiveness. No, I'd rather join Pazul than keep working for the Lotus because of that. And why? Oh no, I just realized I just orphaned this poor child. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. I'll probably die by those raptors I was fighting earlier, but I don't care. I clearly didn't turn around the want care thing that much. Yes, they simplified a lot of the tasks. Yeah. For some stupid reason, though, they actually undid locking them for ranks. So you can't get to certain planets until you get to a certain rank now. I actually So I actually liked it better when level 4s who didn't know what they were doing got to Sedna real fast. Sure they'd play through a lot, but they still have no clue what's going on. They probably zoom through all the missions and are probably dying real fast. No, you're different. You've played the game. You've played it mostly through the entire story. You know what you're doing. The difference. No. I'm saying no longer you have to rank up, which is kind of stupid. Considering if you think about it, that means that they're going to be stopping high level. They're pretty much going to be slowing down the high levels progress by putting in a bunch of these low levels to basically force us to teach them what's going on when we aren't wanting to teach these guys sometimes. Because most of them are kids that are coming in like, oh, what's this game like? And then they see what it's like and they're like, oh, this game looks fun. Like, that's okay. We'll teach you the game until they start saying, you suck, you suck, you suck, when they're the ones that are dying. And that's why a lot of high-level players have started to go solo. Leave no one standing. What is that? That's gotta be a raptor or something. I'm not going that way. Anyways, little guy. If I see you... Okay, I'm gonna call this guy Bait. That's his name. Nah, no, yeah, Raptor Bait. Why did I hear a parasaur, baby? I swear, I just heard a parasaur, baby, but no parasaur. Uh-oh. I can't remember right now. I looked at it early on into the stream, and I'm like, here's this, and this, and this, and this, and this. But I know I got some of the mods I had on, or we were playing together last night. That's kind of what I'm doing for this, just downloading a bunch of dino mods. I'm not downloading, like, stupidly insane ones, just some dino mods. There's the parasaur. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I would do that if this map already didn't have like most of the dinos in the game in it. Exterminate! Exterminate! I do find it funny how Lotus says this is an extermination mission, and then she leaves like half the crew alive. Like, what do you want to wipe out half the ship and leave the other half to go and complain to their leaders about us? So us Tino, with like no guidance whatsoever, have to go around exterminating the rest of the crew. I'm just gonna take the baby. I'm a father. An adoptive father that killed their parents. I'm gonna attempt to keep Raptor Bait alive. There's actually people keeping these like baby dino, like the dinos that they just randomly tame alive, like a dodo or something alive for as long as possible. And as soon as it dies, they end the video. I'm seeing them try to do that challenge. Unfortunately, nobody's been able to make it survive past one day. Because, these creatures love to just die on you for some reason. What are you doing? Um. Anyways. So I've officially got 2 parasaurs. No, for Warframe, if you were to do that, no, they're just gonna have you, you know. No, 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 your PlayStation account's a permanent account. It can't be deleted. No, can't. You can technically log in with the account, but due to the account not being an official PC account, you can't technically delete it. Okay. Now then. Now one of the rules I'm gonna be setting up for this is I'm not allowed to use the teleport. For those who do not know, in this map there are teleports, so I can just teleport kind of wherever I want to be. I am not allowing myself to use those. You know, I find it funny how the Parasaur designs have mostly looked the same for the past few years. But I'm gonna say this, the one dino that has never changed, ever, is the Dodo. And the Jerboa. And the Dilo. Well, no, they changed its sounds. No, they've changed a lot of creature sounds with Arc Ascendant. Technically, they did have a change. Sounds would count as a change. Not a physical change, but a change. I'm not really a fan of the new monkey sounds in this game. Yes, bisons spawn on wreck. I knew I should have added the bisons in. Dang it. I forgot to add the bisons in. Anyways, I got 3 dinosaurs, all not fighting dinosaurs, all berry harvesters, except for the little guy. The little guy, XP little guy. New. I've added in quite a few creatures. I want to be able to find pretty much the equivalent of a cheaper parasaur just so I can sell it, because it's actually somewhat of an okay replacement for it. Not like an OP great replacement. No. It's more of like a more fighting variant of a parasaur. What happened? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now then. So, I still do know I have valuables at my base. Or at that location I built at. Do I want to go get them? I'd love to. At this level, those small amount of things that I have over there could basically be a lifesaver. Do I want to have to deal with the raptors is the issue. Absolutely not. That's why I'm taking this boy and dealing with that. Now, I'm sure you're probably like, but Dino, a Parasaur that's level 18 isn't gonna be able to take on a level 133 Raptor. That's the funny part. It's not gonna take it on, it's gonna scare it off. Because I want my food back. Give me my food. My character's fat and wants to eat. He wants cooked meat. I should probably actually... One of my first water tames I should probably try to get would be the Archelons. Hold on. I gotta stand up. I cannot see for crap. I know by me going back to my little hobo camp, I'm gonna die. But it will not be in vain. I'll try to kill one of the raptors. I have bolas with me this time, and a parasaur that can do the roar. Get it right. You know what? I'm gonna name this parasaur if it survives. Do the roar. I just hope that while they're dazed and their hurts... Let me pull out the spear, dang it. Well, that was in vain. That definitely was in vain. Well, could have been worse. This is much worse. This is much worse. As soon as I spawn in, you're not gonna guess what I saw. You're not gonna guess what I saw immediately, though. 3 raptors. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, so far somehow the parasaur hasn't died. Somehow. The second I go over there, it's gonna be dead. Because that's just how Ark and... Huh? Really quickly for those who don't know, I just realized I can't undo that now. But for those who don't know, you're actually, as soon as you spawn into a map, supposed to kill all wild dinos. I can't do that now because that'd be cheating, but I forgot to do that. Now, something that sucks, because I don't have a $3,000 PC, I can't run this game on full max. So I'm having to deal with the fact that I know my Paris was going to die the second I approached that area, so for now, I'm either just going to have to avoid it, or go try to save it. One of the raptors is extremely hurt. I know that for a fact. But it probably healed after it escaped. Because the game doesn't know how to pull out a bow, how to pull out a spear. It actually makes me mad. Most of the mods nowadays are ported over. Snail sucks. Snail game sucks. AI company bad. I didn't know that I don't think they knew that when they put Snail Games in charge, they were making just a literal AI company in charge. They were just putting AI in charge. Because that ad was horrendous. Where'd that octopus come from in that? Oh, hey, there's actually my dinos. This is actually why I stayed away from the area with the other two. Now, if I probably brought raptor bait and the other parasaur, I might have actually survived. But also, who knows? Now then, back to where I died last. I know I'm taking a risk, but I don't care. I have minimal clothing to survive. It's getting dark, and I'm probably gonna need a torch. I like how their necks kind of just fold in. It's funny. Wait a second. That just made me think. If I go over there, the parasaur should be able to do the roar by now. And since it hasn't died, as soon as it gets hit... Ooh, that just gave me an idea. I can get over there, get my stuff, and run. Now, I know my armor is probably highly damaged, so I might just build some new stuff. I know I have gloves over there, though. Because I built an accidental spare. Never mind, it is dead. I can at least salvage the saddle. What mod? Oh, I tried that. It doesn't follow through much. Get some meat? Yes. I need a raptor. They're going down the path together. Okay, where's my parasaur's gone. I don't know where it died, but I do know it died fighting. So it probably moved somewhere. Ah, there it is. You will be missed. Barely. You served your purpose so well. Even noticed there wasn't anything to retrieve from my two bodies. Because I couldn't find them. That's one of the reasons they're so strong now, is because they're mate boosted. This is probably not a best idea since the 133 is going to kill me right after. You know what? I'm running. Into the water. Because for some reason they're like cats in this game. And they do not like the water. Exactly my point. Immediately ignoring me.
Although I am running out of stamina. I hope I made some distance. No, I did not, and I hope my stamina comes back quickly. Only one. Oh, and it's the big one. I saw that symbol come up right above, and I'm like, time for a fight. Right into the water. It's not gonna follow. What? Where did... Okay, it's right there. Just go down, you raptor. It's not attacking me anymore, meaning I know it's... There we go! You were a pain to get. I knew out of everything I wanted to get at this moment, a level 133 raptor would be that. And I achieved it. Sorry, Dilo. I'm gonna need your children. Jeez, that sounds so wrong. For a morally not sane purpose either. This has so much armor. You know what? You're staying alive. You're level 138. I can still use you. At least for home defense, if not anything. Alright, I now have a level 195 raptor. Not the most useful to me, but it's something I can fight with. I need a lot more weight than that. Bless you. Maybe I was already on that today. Time to mark that chapter of this part of the server over. When part of this survival series over. Chapter 1. The Raptors. I barely survived by the skin of my teeth. Actually, I died many times. I hate those birds. Keeping it slow so the dialogue can keep following me. Oh man. I don't know how I survived that again. This time, it was my brains rubbing together its two singular cells to figure out how to work that. Figure out how to get this now level 195 Raptor. We have an actual battle mount now, everybody. I did it. Oh, and it can actually carry me. And a defender. So we'll have something at the base to help defend it while I'm off doing something. Now, I'm not gonna live down here permanently. So I gotta move somewhere immediately. I'm not living here. A nice island like that would be good, but I know what's over there, and no. I'm not going over there yet. Okay. So, I am going to go up there. Okay, first I need to make a place so I can spawn back here, so I gotta go get more hide. I need a raptor saddle, actually. I'm gonna take the raptor up there. Because it's the only thing that I know might survive an encounter with something. You know what? Screw the raptor. A trike. And there's no buddies around for it either. Now now I really need that raptor saddle. Can I build it yet? I don't think I can. Like, I know I can unlock it, but let me see. No, I can't, but I'm really close to being able to. That Astreos sword will do perfectly. Now, I'm not going to be riding the raptor, no. What I'm going to be doing with the raptor is I'm going to be off to the side poking that trike while the raptor kills it. That's not enough. It's super close, though. Thought I had a baby. Because I need the raptor to have a saddle, though, so it can actually fight it without dying immediately. And I will have the Parasaur and the Lystri attacking as well. It'll be a group effort. But it'll be all in the name of democracy. I'm literally 3 hide off. I wish you could get hide off people's bodies, because I know I could just go die and get more hide, but that'd be considered cheating. Looks like I gotta go look around. Trike, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna kill you. Don't worry, your baby will be safe-ish. I'm kind of thinking of also adding a few more modded creatures to this, just to make it a bit more interesting, like Styrax and stuff like that. You know, adding a little variety here and there. Oh, well, looks like I don't need to go that far. There's actually another dodo over there. I could probably build a bed if I get enough of them. Oh my god, there's a lot of dodos. Oh my god, there's a lot of dodos. A good amount of dodos. Any more secret dodos I don't know about? Give me your skin. Found another trike. If it's a lower level, I'm just gonna get the raptors to come and attack. Nope. That one's 10 levels higher. In the long run, that'll actually make quite the difference. I will lose a raptor. I will lose the parasaur. I will lose raptor bait. But I will kill a trike. That altogether does not make up for it. Now that should be enough for one. I need a little bit of. Can deal with that. Oh no, where did they go? Oh, there's a dilo right over here. Oh god, it escaped it. Oh god, it has it. It's a breeding bear. And there's another one somewhere close by. Where? Okay, then I'm not gonna find out, considering it's not showing its face. No, I could have killed these turtles. I hate it when that glitch happens, but I'll deal with it. I'll live with it for the sake of me, because that menu is so much easier for me to handle. My ADHD and stuff. Okay. So you know what? I'll set up a small little base down here. for now. But as soon as I can get that trike, I'm gonna probably get out of here. If I lose the raptor and everything to this trike, I'm fine with that because it's a trike. And if the adult is able to take care of that, imagine what the baby with levels and a saddle are going to be able to do. Okay, Parasaur, Raptor, Dilo, and Raptor Bait. You guys have got this. Parasaur's like, why you bully me? Okay, Raptor Bait, do a little dance to make everyone happy. Let me put some levels into you. You're gonna most likely die in this fight. You have the most chance of surviving. How do you have more health than the Parasaur? Did I pump up the levels a little higher in this? No, I didn't. It should be normal. These are Dilos and Raptors and Parasaurs, so. Oh, never mind. It is the same level as that one. Get him, guys! Yeah! Now where's the baby? Yeah! We have the baby! He wants to be a car! What was that? Where did you get fish meat? Where did you get fish meat from? Alright, forces, regroup at the bed. Why am I putting raw meat in you? Can't eat raw meat? You're a trike. Seriously though, where did he get fish meat? Did the Zippocanthus go up on land or something like that? Just stick around and let it kill it? Yeah, that raptor. How good is the raptor? The raptor barely took it. What? What? The trike dropped raw fish meat? Probably. Probably. Yes. No. Yes. Where's the bed at? Oh, it's further down the beach. I'm gonna make a campfire so I can make some cooked meat. I don't know how we got fish meat. I don't know what kind of glitch that was, but I'm not gonna question it. It's meat. What in the world? Why do they do that? I think that might be the Spino mod because fish meat's probably gonna be like stupidly hard to get now. With the Spinos running around. No, I didn't see. How are we getting fish meat still? I don't know. It just showed up in their inventory. Okay. So, I want to get to the volcano island way back there so I can get one thing. What, an acro? Alright. But the one thing I'm gonna want back there would be a pyromane. For those who don't know what a pyromane is, they are one of the most OP dinos in a modern Ark. Sure, they may not be able to kill a Giga or a Kark in one hit, like the freaking Shadowmanes were able to, but they are one of the most OP in a different way. Yes, they are very strong, but they can do something that no other Ark Dino can so far. Change their size onto a shoulder mount. Now for those who don't know, you may be wondering, it doesn't sound that bad, until you realize it gives you infinite warmth and cold. Meaning if you're in a cold area, you're not going to be cold. You're going to be warm. And you're going to be perfect temperature. If you're in a hot area, guess what? Same rule. One of the most underrated creatures nowadays. And people say that the Shadowmane is better for combat only is what I'm going to say. It's only better for combat and maybe traversal because of that jump. But pyromanes somewhat have it as well. But pyromanes are also able to fit in caves and stuff like that. Stuff the Shadowmanes weren't able to do without cryopods. So pyromanes have unofficially taken the caves over the baryonyx. But the baryonyx is still much better because of the saddle. And because of fish meat if you manage to get your hands on it in the cave. But you need a real good baryonyx for most of the caves. Anyways, so I think it's time to tell y'all my goals. I don't really have any on this map. I guess my goals are just to, tame a few of the modded creatures and survive for as long as I can. Which, on day 10, is the day I can no longer respawn. Day 10, it locks. But, because of the boosted server stuff, I should be able to probably have maybe a low-level Rex by then. Maybe a good high-level Rex. I will say this, though, I don't like normal taming stuff anymore after I've been able to breed and stuff like that with so many different creatures unofficial. So normal taming has kind of drawn back for so long. But I know how to do it still. Alright.
Yeah, but I rarely do that anymore. Because I've had to get rid of all this fish meat. I don't need all this fish meat. Alright, I need hides so I can build up the trike saddle. Now I'm gonna say this: there are two Styracosaurus mods, the good one and the bad one. The good one is literally just a trike, but it can but it can get you metal. The bad one it's a passive tame that it literally does nothing. It's just a skin, pretty much. It has the trike charge and everything like that, but it's much smaller. It does less damage. Pretty much just go for a trike. I'd go for the Styrac though for the other one because it can get you stone, flint, and stuff like that. While the normal trike doesn't do that. Haven't noticed it's bigger than the Styracosaurus. I'd like for Ark to okay. So for those who don't remember, a while ago, they actually had a few creatures. So they actually added the Brachiosaurus and the Styracosaurus by technicality a long time ago. Like, long ago. By technicality. Unfortunately, Ark decided to never officially add these creatures for some actual reason. There's like no reason why they didn't just actually add them. But people were like, oh my god, we're getting two new creatures, a Brachiosaur and a Styracosaurus. But to our demise and our unhappiness, they never actually did it. Like, they had the models. They could have done it. Now, the problem is now they're actually adding the Brachiosaur and a few other additional creatures, but we still don't have an actual Styracosaurus. At least, I'm going to say this: Ark should add a Styracosaurus, and you have a model for it. Y'all have a model. I know it'd probably just be like a weaker trike or something like that. But I think everybody would be fine with that. It's a new creature that everybody can go and collect. Okay, so I'm going to ask the person in the party with me. Would you be fine if they added a weaker version of a trike that's like a passive tame or something like that? Yeah, it's a new creature that they're able to tame early on. That's just a weaker trike. I can go ask any Ark player and they'd say, yes, I'd be fine with that. Or, yeah, I'd like that. Or something along those lines. They would never say no. Now, if you wanted to add, like, another carnivore, like a Tyrannotitan, there's no point to that. It's literally just going to be a T-Rex with another name. But for creatures that they actually have the models for added in, we all know you're pretty much ready to add the Acro as well. You're probably just lying about, oh, we can't add it yet. Now, something that I am upset about, though, about the Brachio in this version of the game, about in Ark Survival Ascended, that I realized that they had an Ark Survival Evolved that actually makes me a bit upset, was they had a cold weather Brachio. There was two versions of the Brachio. Why they didn't add it? It's okay, but they had these mods
that people have been wanting them to add. They're finally adding them, and now we got new mods that everybody, PlayStation players, Xbox players, everybody has now gotten to try, and we're like, add it. Are they gonna add it? Probably not. Why? I don't know. It actually is upsetting to me to see that these people have made so many different dinosaurs, and the Paleo Rex and Giga and all that. Oh my God! If that creator was asked, "Do you want your creatures actually added into Ark?" they would most definitely say yes. They probably say that the only term is like, we don't want any of the ads for it to be brought to you by uh freaking snail games. That's it. What happened? What'd you add? Now I'm curious. What did you add? Alright. So real quick, this may seem like cheating, but now I wouldn't consider this cheating now. But I gotta do this. Hold on. Alright, guys. Let's keep this going. So, um, oh dang, I've been streaming for an hour already. Okay then, this might actually be a good stopping point for my first episode. You know, I got a few creatures. I'm on day 3. So yeah, I might actually end it here. There's not much for me to do anymore. I can keep going, of course. I can go up to where I want to build. I can go be where I want to be. Um, I can try to get further. I can try to tame a Rex. But right now, all I want to do is probably get some rest in real life. I'm a little tired. I should be fine. But it is giving me a little bit of trouble focusing. Also, it is almost time for something to eat for lunch. So put me AFK for around 30 minutes. So I'm gonna call this this stream an end. Sorry for the first 5 minutes for everyone who stuck around after that. Um, don't look on the internet for everything, because I wanted to look at raising speed to make sure it wasn't at like 1, which would suck. Considering I wouldn't have been able to get this parasaur. Literally everything but the raptor I wouldn't have been able to get if that was on 1. Alright guys, it was nice seeing you. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I hope that this stream is still going on YouTube. I hope that.